Let me start off first by reading you a quote by the late, great Abraham Lincoln in his address to the Illinois House of Representatives on December 18, 1840. Prohibition will work great injury to the cause of temperance. It is a species if intemperance within itself, for it goes beyond the bounds of reason in that it attempts to control a man's appetite by legislation, and makes a crime out of things that are not crimes. A prohibition law strikes a blow at the very principles upon which our government was founded. With that quote, we arrive at our proposition of this debate, being that the current drinking age in the United States should be lowered from 21 to 18. American adults aged 18, 19, and 20 can marry, adopt children, serve on juries, enter in binding legal contracts, operate businesses, employ others, go to prison, be executed, obtain abortions, engage in legal games of chance, aka gambling, hunt with deadly weapons, fly airplanes, drive automobiles and other vehicles, purchase pornography, vote, and risk their lives by serving in the United States military. However, they cannot legally enjoy a drink. By calling young adults kids, many anti-alcohol activists attempt to deny their adulthood and to justify denying them the right to consume alcohol beverages legally. Calling adults kids paints them as immature children who can't be trusted to make good decisions. After all, their brains are immature and still developing. But however, bear in mind, the United States military recognizes 18, 19, and 20-year-olds as the adults they are. Therefore, it grants them great responsibility, including command of others, the operation of complex and dangerous weapons, and the ability to make major split-second decisions. Persons who are 18, 19, and 20 are clearly adults, and the military treats them like so. A number of young adults have given their lives in Iraq. However, hundreds of young men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice were denied the simple right to enjoy a drink. The main reason that this needs to happen is that the legal age to drink of 21 is plainly and simply not working. We, my partner and myself, advocate lowering the drinking age for the reasons that 1, when you turn 18, you are legally considered an adult. 2, the current law has not yet stopped those who are under 21 from drinking. And 3, the current law creates unsafe conditions for those who are underage. My partner and I are not only advocating that the legal drinking age should be lowered to 18 from 21, but in addition, we are calling for the incorporation of effective alcohol education in the school system. Raising the drinking age to 21 was passed with the very best of intentions, but it's had the very worst of outcomes, said David J. Hansen, an alcohol policy expert at the State University of New York, Potsdam. Just like during national prohibition, the law has pushed and forced underage drinking and youthful drinking underground where we have no control over it. The law was changed in 1984, and the law had a very specific purpose, and that was to prohibit drinking among those who were under the age of 21, he said. The only way to measure the success of that law is to ask ourselves whether, 23 years later, are those under 21 are not drinking. So are they? The federal government's National Survey on Drug Use and Health found that in 2005, the most recent year for which complete figures are available, 85% of 20-year-old Americans reported they have used alcohol. 2 out of 5 said they even had binged. That is, consumed 5 or more drinks at one time within the previous month. Those statistics just solidify the point that the 21 law is not working. Especially at the college level, binge drinking has become a part of college culture. Before I let you go, I would like to tell you a little story about a young man named Gordy Bailey, who was forced to binge drink to the extreme. Gordy was 18, a freshman at the University of Colorado in 2004. He had been there only 1 month when he underwent Chi Psi fraternity initiation with 26 other pledges, also underage. As part of their initiation, the pledges were asked to drink 10 gallons of hard alcohol in merely half an hour. By the time the group got back to the fraternity house, Gordy was completely incapacitated. His eyes were rolling back in his head and he could not walk. This isn't somebody who just had too much to drink. he was clearly in trauma. Rather than seeking medical attention for Gordy, they instead put him on the library couch and just left him there alone. The president at fraternity did ask several brothers at intervals to go in and check Gordy's pulse, as if to say, "Tell me if he's alive or dead." Gordy lay passed out on a couch for 9 hours until finally someone called 911 for help. So rather than risk getting into trouble for underage drinking, the fraternity waited until the next day to call 911. But unfortunately, by that time, it was already too late. Gordy died of alcohol poisoning. So if the drinking age was set at 18, then perhaps the fraternity wouldn't have hesitated to seek medical attention for Gordy. And just perhaps, he'd be alive today.